Hello, my friends. Welcome. So lovely to see faces I recognize and faces I don't recognize. And welcome. How many of you, for whom this is your first time on Loops and Scoops, if there is, just wave your hand so we can see if there are new folks. Wonderful. So whether this is your first or your 31st time with Loops and Scoops, one of the things I wanted to share with you is the increasing recognition of the value of how we use our attention. One of our colleagues, Vanda Navirma, shared a article with me that I'm going to put in the newsletter this week, which is about what I've called the attention economy. And I understand now that there's a researcher has coined attention economy, that our attention has incredible economic value. And that's what I've been talking about of people want your eyeballs. So people want your attention. And one of the reasons that I'm have created Loops and Scoops is to let you know that your attention is as valuable coming to you as it is going out into the world. And in this article, it was very clear to me that people consider attention is what you're giving out. So what you are giving attention to out here and how people are monetizing that. For example, with clicks, how many clicks, how many likes, that's a measurement, a monetary measurement of your attention. But as yet, we haven't really looked at the value of sending your attention this way. And so one of the great benefits of loop of awareness is that it refreshes your attention. So just for a moment, imagine how much of your attention is going out, and actually bodify that for a moment. So you can be like, your attention is going here and here and here and here, or there's things out here calling for your attention. So just take a moment to bodify what is pulling at your attention. And notice as you're doing that, and do it even a little bit more. As you're doing that, notice how that impacts your sense of energy, your sense of your own reservoir of attention. So for me, one of the things that happens is that I feel kind of frazzled. I'm pulled here and here and here, and there's a sense of I have leaks in my attention. So just take a moment and notice for you the impact of having your attention pulled on externally. So take a moment to notice where you feel more stress in your body, where you feel a contraction or a lack of space in you. And then what I'd like you to do is to make the motions of the love scoop. And I'd like you to scoop up some attention from out there and bring it in to any place in you where you're feeling the pull of that frazzle or the lessening of your own internal attention. So gathering, so love scoop. So attention is love. Attention is our first experience of love, how we are attended to. So scoop up the attention that you've been letting leak out there and give it to any place that's feeling dry, parched, overwhelmed. And remember that attention is actually an infinite resource if you circulate it. And I think what we forget to do, and what our economy wants us to do, is to forget about us. If you just forget about you, then when you're feeling drained, you're going to keep looking out there and think that the source of your well-being and your coming home is out there. So when you find yourself doing that, like just notice what kinds of things grab your attention. So it could be like a headline, or it could be, something flashing across your screen. And notice how that takes your attention. And what I'd like you to do is actually go out there and scoop it. I want you to use your love scoops to scoop that in and literally give it to you. What I'm noticing as I'm doing that is that I'm wanting to breathe more. So I invite you also to let giving attention to your breathing, and where in you could a love scoop add to your expansion of your breathing. Like I'm noticing that my lower ribs are going, oh, I'm a little squishy. So I'm going to love scoop and then give it to my lower ribs and also my back. That's one of the places where we tend to get, all pushy. So giving attention to your back, and then that can get absorbed. And then notice that as you shift your attention, you can shift your attention out to where you notice beauty or nourishment or something out there that reminds you of what a wonderful planet we live on. Scoop up some of that. Like, oh, yes, the way the clouds are in the sky today. Scoop that up and bring it back to you. And then let yourself take a breath. So generally, we think first and then act. I'd like you to switch that up this morning to let yourself act. So letting yourself do the motions of welcoming, which is really a love scoop, is welcoming and it's including. So anything that you're wanting to include in your own home space, like more breath, more ease, that you think lives out there, just go ahead and scoop it up and bring it in. And noticing that it could be just a little place in your body. It could be like the back of your knees that's going, I've been holding you up quite a long time here without any attention. And giving yourself, like I'm just noticing I'm touching and holding and rubbing my knees, and my knees are going, ah. So notice if there's any sound in there, because your body might want to go, ah, or it's about time. So, and noticing that your body is your source of value, of attention, of breath, both for you and for others. And we've been taught to go here first and then let that sort of, it's our own personal trickle down theory. And just like the economic one, trickle down doesn't work. I'd like you to trickle up. I'd like you to let your creating welcoming, you're creating love scoops, to let that trickle up into your mind, into your brain, to create more thoughts of including, more thoughts of welcoming. And if it's feeling kind of thin and not very spacious, remember that love scoops and all of the fear melters fill your reservoir and then can move up to change your thinking, to be more welcoming, to be more including. Let your awareness bring to your attention anything that has been bothering you. anything that's been worrying you over the last couple of days. And then give your attention to where is that most located in your body? Where is that worry or that contraction most located in your body? And then what I'd like you to do is to scoop, like you to love scoop, and I'd like you to give it to that place. And then breathe to really take it in and let that circulate. And one love scoop may not be enough. So, scooping up, because attention and the circulation of attention is always happening. And you can bring that, gather that up, and give that to any place in you that is the source of your worrying. And let yourself breathe it in. See if you'd be willing to receive, because so many of us are being called to give our attention. There's so much going on right now, and so many people who are needing that we forget to fill the reservoir. And you can be included in this reservoir so that you're not just giving, because that way you get drained and then you become one of the people that needs to be taken care of rather than being a source of renewal. Now, I'd like you to tune into a place in you where you feel most spacious, where you feel most at home in yourself, where there's a sense of this is where I most locate myself when I'm feeling loving, when I'm feeling at home with me. And notice where that place is in you, where that's most located. So for me right now, I'm feeling it in my high chest. And I'd like you to let your hands come to that place. And then I'd like you to send a even if you can't reach it. So that place might be in your feet, but just go ahead and send a all the way down to your feet. See, when I'm humming, I can feel my through my hands, and I can feel that moving through my arms and making a circle from my hands up through my arms, through my chest. So I have my own little love scoop going. So I'd like you to imagine love, energy, attention, warmth, ease, circulating from where you're touching with the all the way through your body, making a circle of including, of welcoming, so that you're letting that open space, that love, continue to circulate through your body. And then make that just a little bit bigger so that it's circulating around you. So you're in the center of it, but that you're making a circle of that spaciousness and that welcoming so that it's moving around you. And I'd like you to imagine then that you can take that bubble, that circle of love through you and around you as you're moving through your week this week. And that anytime you forget, that you just take a moment to make love scoops, make welcoming love scoops, give that to any place in you that's wanting more of your attention. And then letting that simply circle, get a little bit bigger, gathering momentum, and refilling your own love bubble so that you're taking your love bubble around you with you as you go through the week. Mm. So I want to invite you to unmute and make any welcoming, loving sounds that you'd like to include with the whole group. Mm. Nom, 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 nom. Ah.